Good morning. It's Elaine again. Elaine's Custom Cards. Today I thought we'd do a switch over and make a cute little card using the So Hoppy Together free stamp set, and you can get during celebration, and then the Hop Around Framelits dies that will be available March 1st. So you can cut the frog out and the lily pads and then the little lilies. And first of all, let me tell you what stamp sets we're using. Obviously the So Hoppy Together, and then these are the framelits that coordinate that are available March 1st. So I got that, and then I'm using Lily Pad Lake and the framelits that go with that right here. So we're using those. And then Colorful Seasons for the You Make Me Smile sentiment. And Petal Palette on the inside, we're going to put Life is So Much Better With You in it. So, remember the drawing I'm having for the set of dies, the rectangle framelits dies. If you sign up at my website to become a demonstrator, I'll put your name in the drawing 3 times. If you don't want to sign up as a demonstrator, this ever $50 order that you make on my website gets 1 entry each into the drawing. And let's see, during celebration ends March 31st, $99 gets you $175 worth of product if you sign up as a demonstrator during celebration using my, well, sign up under me is what I would like. Anyway, let's get started on this card. First thing I did was I took, well, don't forget my host code. I'll tell you that too. This is what I'm giving away with the host code. Mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay. I took a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock, scored it at 5.5. It opens this way. And then I took the die from the Lily Pad Lake set. Show you what that looks like. And ran it through my Big Shot 3 times to get these little holes. Make it look like water. So I did that with that die from Lily Pad Lake. Then I took a piece of Pool Party. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and I glued it here. So what I did was, to make sure that I don't get glue where I don't want it, I'm going to put the glue right along this edge, right here. If I can get it to come out. It looks like it's coming out. I don't want too much because I don't want it oozing all over the place, but I've got a little bit of there. That's better. So just put the blue right along this edge right here. And this will give you that grief. Okay, this will give you that look of the water behind there. So we'll just center that right here. Wipe off what decided to ooze out. And there's your, looks like water. And I stamped Life is So Much Better With You in it on the inside, and then I used from the Lily Pad Lake, I used this stamp this in Pool Party, and this is Garden Green. And then I took all these pieces, and all the dimensions are, I'll show them to you at the end of the video so that you'll know what sizes. This is Old Olive, this is Old Olive, this one's Lemon Lime Twist, that's Old Olive. And then I colored my little lilies for the top of the lily pad. And then I stamped these from the lily pad lake and colored them and die cut them. And then here's the frog. These things came from lily pad lake. So did this. This came from the frog hop around framelits dies, these things, and then this I die cut that with the same thing. So I kind of just started out at the top. I colored all my things ahead of time. This is light and dark garden green. This is light flirty flamingo and light lovely lipstick. And then I kind of did the same thing with this. And then the frog is dark granny apple green and daffodil delight. I think that's all the colors I use. So I just kind of, you don't really need to tuck this under, but I kind of tucked it under in one spot there. I don't know if you can see that, and just glued it down. And then I took one of my lily pads that I colored and die cut, put a couple of dimensionals on the back because I wanted it up. And put it kind of so you could see the grass sticking up. And then I took my other piece of grass, put some glue on the back, kind of determined where I wanted it, over here. Probably right about there. It doesn't really have to be tucked under, I just did. And glued that one down. Then I took my two lily pads that I die cut and I wanted the lemon lime twist on top of the garden or old olive, kind of staggered a little bit, so it kind of looked like this. And then I didn't want dimensionals on the back of this because I'm gonna put them on the frog and the flowers. So I just put a little bit of glue, and then I wanted it tucked under a little bit here. So you just kind of pick, so it kind of looks like, I don't know, like that. Tucked under just a little bit. Okay, then I took my little lilies and I used mini dimensionals on the back of them after I colored them. I looked up water lilies on the internet because I wanted to see what colors they should be. Well, I found all sorts of colors, so I just chose the pink. So then I put couple of large Stampin' dimensionals on the back of our little frog, kind of down at the bottom. And let's see if I put one behind his head. Yes, I put one behind his head too, so it wouldn't collapse. I wanted him to stick up. I colored his eyes yellow because I also looked up the little green frogs. And the little green frog has a yellow tummy and yellow eyes. So, he got a yellow tummy and yellow eyes. And then I made his mouth. I used, what color did I use on his mouth? Petal Pink Light. Just so I would have a little bit of color. I didn't want the inside of his mouth to be white. So I put the other lily kind of over the top of his foot. Foot there. And then I took these, let's see, Gingham Gala adhesive sequins. And I thought that would look pretty on top of those flowers right there. It just kind of added something to the flowers so they weren't quite so plain. Just like that. And then I took my sentiment and I took my lemon lime twist and a sponge dauber and just kind of sponged around the edge so it would stand out from the white of the card. And this is, I'll tell you the measurement of this label here, or this sentiment thing. And I used my, this punch right here. I didn't put that on the list because you don't have to use it. I just did. To punch these, you can cut the center and then punch it. But this is 7/8 inches wide and 2 5/8 inches long. And then I glued this. It is 3.5 by 1/2 inch. And I just kind of glued it down right there. Because I'm going to put my sentiment up on dimensionals, so I didn't really want this up. Also, I wanted this piece flat because it kind of helps hold down the water stuff. So that, and I kind of put it so that there was 2 things of water, the blue showing at the bottom. And then I took Stampin' Dimensionals. I believe I used 3 on the back of here. I couldn't figure out what to stamp on my envelope, so I haven't stamped an envelope yet. I'll have to figure that out later. But I always like stamping something on the envelope. Kind of dresses up the envelope. And then I just centered this on this green piece of old olive, just like that. As best as I could center. Okay, and then I stamped the inside. Oops, I forgot to do something on the front. I put one of these little flower sequins right here on my sentiment. So it kind of does a little triangle. Okay, then I took on the inside, after I stamped this in Pool Party, I have an extra set of these that I wanted the inside to look sort of like the outside. So I just glued this down, and I didn't want it catching and getting pulled off, so I tried to get glue on most of it. Put it right about there off to the side. And then I took one of my lily pads with lilies on it after I colored it and set it right on top. So that dresses up the inside of your card. I suppose you could do this to the envelope. I wouldn't use Stampin' Blends on the envelope because they bleed through. And there's your card. Cute little frog. Sometimes I go overboard and do lots of flowers and forget about these cute little creatures that Stampin' Up! Puts out, and they're just very cute. So this is your smiling frog card. Let me put the list here and zoom in so you can see it. Whoop. That's everything I used. There. I used a little color lifter on my flowers to get them the way I wanted them. I can kind of show you how I colored one of these. I took the light flirty flamingo and colored the whole thing. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go over it again. So I colored that. Then I took my light lovely lipstick, put quite a bit of it down here, and then just kind of went like this. And then I went back with the flirty flamingo and blended it up. See how that lovely lipstick's kind of fading? So I'm trying to blend it up into the petals. Just like that. And once you do that, if you feel like it took away too much of the lovely lipstick, I went back with my lovely lipstick, put some more on because I wanted more, and I just kind of did a little circle like this. So you're going to cover most of that up with the sequin, and then I just kind of blended it some more. And I noticed with the lilies that I saw on the internet, they were pretty dark down at the bottom, and then they got really light towards the edge, almost white, the one I was looking at. So I took a little bit of my color lifter and lifted off some of that color on the tips, just like that. So the tips were kind of whitish. So that's how I did the lilies. Anyway, that's my video for today. I hope you have a blessed day and enjoy stamping. Remember my host code for anybody who purchases $50. Use this host code. If you do $150, don't use it on my website. And I'm giving away the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Remember my drawing. That's it. Have a lovely day and enjoy stamping one layer at a time.